Whoa, my God. Look at this market, folks. Numbers we couldn't imagine. It's a beautiful day. And welcome all to the blockchain basement. You see, I can pull up you guys' comments right here. What is up, everybody? I am feeling so damn good about this wonderful market coming up to a $3.38 trillion market cap. Things are going chaos all over the place. Ponzi's are pumping. Algorand's pumping. EOS is pumping. That's how retarded things are getting. But welcome all to the blockchain basement. The time for fun in crypto is upon us, my wonderful ladies and gentlemen. It feels good. I'm going to give some shout outs here to everyone that's willing to join me on a Friday night. I hope you guys had a fantastic Thanksgiving break. Spent a lot of time just chilling out with the family, with the friends, hung out with TJ, just some of the best people in my life. And I really hope that you guys did the same and really showed them how much you care, man. It's an important time of the season, but I'm going to start from the top here. We got a lot of people piling in. Johnny December. We got Nicole Ministator, Nick Dunn, my homies, the three pillars right there. Tim Hansen talking about the Link ETF. We got Captain 100, just going down the list. Blasnik, Mountain Magnets, all the people. Dion Gray, Crypto Maniac. I'm going to give you all a shout out. Deadwood, Chili Rainbow, Matthew King, Senza, Red X, Jeff Neeb. I love seeing all these names, man. This is fun. And it's fun to see the new names when I'm doing a late night live stream. I used to be a night worker as well as a day worker. I worked 3 jobs. And really, it was kind of a special crowd that was paying attention to crypto in the middle of the night. Those are the people that are going to make it, folks. Now, this market is just feeling so dang good. So dang good. I can't believe the numbers I'm seeing right now. Core up 24%, Algorand at 42 cents. I mean, thank God the Algorand people finally got a pump. They did, honestly, like holding this coin, insane conviction. Finally, they get a pump. Good on them. EOS, I don't know who the hell is still holding EOS, but they got some money today on a 20% pump. Hedera, XRP. You notice a lot of these ISO narratives are pumping pretty hard today. And it is, in my opinion, related to some regulatory clarity and some big news out of the New York judge that broke today. So pretty interesting time frame. Now, really, where we're at right now is the beginning of a tsunami of capital. These projects that I'm seeing, these old school projects that I'm seeing pump like this, these are old school holders, and the money flows downhill, folks. So with this pump, I am so jazzed up for how, like, things like this, like Ondo, it's kind of surprising that it's already pumping. This is well downhill from these other kind of utility ISO narrative projects. Ondo in the RWA sector, though, that's definitely in that loop. And artificial super intelligence token. We actually picked some of this up before the pump, which is pretty cool. Peanut the squirrel. Look at this. I'm trying to live. So it's just a beautiful sight to see. Absolutely love seeing the markets pump like that. I did just put in this trade as well. Just a small little beginner to a long on Bitcoin. I'm feeling good, feeling jazzed about it. Just have my trading fee for that. And this is, kind of one of my smaller trading accounts, but like to keep the capital protected, go in there with about $1,000 at a time, build it up to 2 or 3, pull it out, just play it safe, keep the profits here. Now, on the liquidation side, I did see something. So There's a reason why, because I've been watching the liquidations and the price has been running away from the lower end liquidations. Now we are wiped clear. Hands have been wiped clean of the thick yellow lines of liquidation levels. Now, this definitely could keep going back down all the way to the 91.6. And in that instance, my game plan on that scenario is to just add a little bit more. Maybe I'll add like half of the remainder of this bag, but I am pretty damn convicted that this weekly candle is going to try to reclaim all of its glory. And there is a pretty specific reason for that I may as well go into right now on why my trading thesis is the way it is in the current mindset. Now, let's have a look. We have this. We have a scary little wick, right? Very terrifying. All the plebes run for their lives. It's over. Your bull market is canceled. We're about 3 weeks in. We're trying to print our fourth weekly candle in this current Fibonacci sequence. And it's kind of funny when people act shocked by this larger term TA, but I think this is a very powerful TA when you combine it with 4-year cycle. And so this is one of my mainstay charts that I kind of swim through each bull market with. And this, just for reference for everyone that's wondering here, maybe I'll line it up this way so you can see. There you go. So this is the top of 2021, which was about $69,420, all the way down to the bottom at $15,700, right? This is a Fibonacci sequence pulled from the top to the bottom of price action in that realm. Now, yes, it was hard fought. We chopped a lot, but honestly, we got to this reclaiming previous all-time highs Fibonacci sequence much faster than we deserved to. So it made sense why we got our ass kicked here for a lot longer than people are normally used to seeing in Bitcoin. And there's a good reason for that. I'll show you in the background here. But right now we are printing our fourth weekly candle, and I have the overall thesis that this is going to turn green at least up to around this realm, right at the $101,000 level, because of what's happened in bull markets past. This is the 2021 time frame, the blow off top of 2021, and in this current scenario, the timing is even smack dab the same. Look at this. It was only about 20 days difference, or right around 30, maybe 35 days difference. But honestly, this is December 14th. Here is December 21st, and here is December 28th. This is the month of December. And as you know, with the 4-year cycle, it's not exactly 4 years. It's like 3 years and 11 months, 3 years and I think it's 3 years and 11 months. So it makes sense that it ticks back a month each cycle. And it's just the 4-year cycle clock ticking backwards, because actually a 4-year cycle is 3 years and 11 months. But this was in December, and we printed all the way through this and overperformed this Fibonacci sequence. Escape velocity took us about 16% above the 1.68 in this time frame. And as you can see, the reclaiming of the all-time high, we barely spent any time here comparatively to our last battle. And it was kind of funny seeing old school crypto people whine and complain about being stuck in this realm. They should have known that that's what's going to happen. It's just what happens to Bitcoin in its bull cycles. Now, here is just another confluence to this data point. This is the second halving and the run up leading up to the peak of 2017. This one is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 candles to really breach above that. We overperformed it by just a bit there. But again, 3 to 4 candles, you overperform, you print. It's gas only for a few weeks when you're breaking through this Fibonacci sequence for Bitcoin's history. So that being said, that is where my thesis comes on the idea that this current situation is really tis but a scratch. And I think that we are going to continue to cut through this Fibonacci sequence like butter right here. And I really am pretty convicted that we're going to be able to find that break up to the $100,000 level pretty soon. See how this trade's doing. Maybe I should add some more to it. What are we down? We're down 5% right now. So maybe I got to wait until if we do come down to, let's say, this volume node, I'd feel pretty good adding to this trade, but we'll see how that goes. We'll keep moving through all the news here. I am also watching Avalanche for a potential long to put in as well. Avalanche has been outperforming in a pretty big way, and I feel like it just wants $50 again. But here is what's going to happen to Ethereum shorts. If the price of Ethereum gets to $4,000, then $830 million worth of Ethereum shorts are going to get liquidated. This is going to be cbduck.base.eth. Great resource to follow if you're into the base ecosystem. Really like this account, but he's just giving the don't tell him. And I do think that we are on the precipice of this time frame, which we've seen Bitcoin heavily outperforming Ethereum and other altcoins all the way, after the ETF. Those things in the altcoin sector have just been getting bludgeoned. And then now we're starting to see the tide turn. I am seeing less death on the altcoins when Bitcoin takes a little bit of a sneeze. And so it gets me to start thinking that we might actually be nearing that time zone I've been talking about all damn year. It is this time frame where we get to that 230 to 245 days after the halving, and finally Bitcoin dominance falls off of a cliff. And we are seeing some front end signs of this. Now, I don't want to go dancing around a hill and saying that it's happened already just yet, but honestly, when you start printing these big weekly down draws in the Bitcoin dominant side, that's kind of what the signal has been here. So I'm not trying to get too excited too early, but it is looking damn good. Let's just type in the halving events just for shoots and giggles here. Oh, you don't want to give it to me? Let's take these off. Let's take these off and delete and delete, because I definitely think that this is worth looking at. We are in that time frame I've been talking about for I honestly feel like it's at least a year by now, but things seem to be playing out exactly how I thought they would be. And that's why you follow the blockchain basement, because I stay fucking based and I don't waver from everyone's it's gonna be this way or it's gonna be that way. No, it's kind of coded into Bitcoin's design here, the 4-year cycle there, folks. So this would be 231 days, slight red tick. The real thick red tick comes in right there at this is 240 days essentially. So that is something very interesting to look at. We are kind of printing similar weekly drawdowns that could be looked at as mirroring these beginnings of the cascade. Now, I wouldn't be. This is what we were talking about. Remember, it was middle of November, beginning of December, that we were talking about this falling off a cliff, and literally, there's some rocks falling down that cliff. There's a little bit of slippage going on right now, so this is pretty cool to see. Now, what does it mean? I mean, this little tiny tick, great, Drew. What does it mean? This means that absolute chaos comes to altcoins that make basically no sense, and they start running up to the tens of billions, if not hundreds of billions of dollar market cap realm. And people print money off altcoins. It makes no sense to the average Bitcoiner, the Bitcoin maximalist, why people would be holding anything else but Bitcoin. And it's very understandable why they see things like that. I mean, we've accomplished everything you'd hope for out of Bitcoin. You see the conversation of a Bitcoin reserve, all that stuff. But the psychopaths that diamond hand these altcoins just end up printing money like they're their own Federal Reserve. And it really aggravates Bitcoin people. So that's where you get the toxic Bitcoin maximalist kind of person out of it. So, hey, is this a special edition evening episode? It is, MJ. We missed the morning show. Just had a bunch of great friends over, cooked some steak and some crab for them. Had kind of a unique Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving lunch, I guess you could say, today. So we're doing a little bit of a late night live here because I do got quite a bit of stories and data to go over of how this crypto market is shifting before our eyes. It is a very interesting thing what I'm seeing now. This from Solana floor, Radium, Jito, and Solana take the lead in the 30-day protocol fees, surpassing Ethereum and Circle for the very first time. Radium protocol alone generated a record-breaking $200 million in fees over just a 30-day period. This is breakneck growth that's being seen on Solana. A lot of people think that Solana is going to die this cycle. I really doubt it. Maybe long term, you could be thinking that Solana has weakness long term, but honestly, it's gobbling up a lot of market share in a very, very fast fashion right now. So this is something to keep in mind. I do kind of feel like I'm going to go over here because we got down to this volume node. Let's check out the liquidation levels. Bam. Let's refresh. What do we got here? Give me that fresh data. This is CoinGlass I'm using. And for anyone that wants to trade, I have a link down in the description for 2bit. Use code BASEMENT. Have a lot of people trading on there that they used our referral code, but somehow it doesn't count it for whatever reason. But let's see if we can load this up. I really want to see these liquidation levels. See where these are at. That's a 24-hour. You can see that yellow line just got gobbled. There is a little bit under us at 96.2. So that might need to be where I end up slamming a little bit more and bringing down the average entry. We're at 96.4 right now. So I want to move this down just to give me the mental note. Should we get there? 96.28 should be just about fine. Close enough. But moving on. So what we got here, big news for XRP holders. Ripple poised for New York approval of stablecoin set to enter the regulated U.S. market. People close to the matter of the New York, the NYDFS. This is basically the organization that supervises and regulates activities of insurance companies and banks in New York. As indicated, Ripple will approve the RLUSD token, and the company is eyeing a possible launch date of December 4th. So that's coming up pretty darn quick. Kind of interesting to think about this. This is something to think about. So XRP, it came out, it was supposed to be, it was a stable coin before stable coins existed. Extremely low fees, very fast transaction finality. It was a stable coin before stable coins really came about. Now, XRP, the token in and of itself, will have to find its stride. Ripple is just a gargantuan mover of the XRP token price, in my opinion. Ripple is the technology that is cooked into the FedNow process and all this. So you have a lot of people speculating, and it shows on that graph here. I think XRP is up to $1.84, up 16.95%. And these people have been getting absolutely bludgeoned. Like, I held XRP from 17 cents, missed out on a lot of other things by only getting this thing to pump to like $1.60 last bull market. That's where kind of my begrudgedness comes from. And right now, I mean, it's finally pumped past that $1.60 level. So I'm not going to be surprised to see this thing hit or exceed slightly the $3 level this bull market. As crazy as it may seem, I really don't think that it's going to hold off on that. But there is something that I got to keep in mind when it comes to my investments and what I look for upside. I look for a lot more than a 10x, and really, that's just me. But let's just show this. So XRP is currently at $1.83, and let's just say it is able to, we got to cook the supply up. It'll be around 67 billion by mid 2025, and we have to say, let's say the XRP outperforms this graph in terms of market cap by 3x. So let's say it goes to $360 billion, which is a massive target for this token, by the way. So we'll go here, 360, brings it about $5.41. Now, when I look at other things, let's just pick on Avalanche for a second. So we go here, only a little bit more of the supply can come out, and let's say that Avalanche, just for comparison, and this is, you guys can apply this stuff to the same process that you look at your own tokens with. So we go to the market cap, breached out at about 28. So let's say that it 3x is its all-time high, hits around 90 bill. Let's see what that ends up being. $241. So, I mean, me buying a $10 Avalanche token and it turning into $241, that feels a little better. So, and Redbeard bringing it up. It's not that I'm bearish on it. I'm just showing you what it takes to move this boulder of XRP. It's a very large market cap. We pick tokens that are a lot smaller, honestly, that have smaller market caps, that are easier market caps to move. So it's not that I never been bearish. I never tried to say that Fed now isn't using Ripple, because I've always known that it is. I've studied XRP for 7 years now. So when I look at it, I'm just looking like, how much money needs to come into the market cap of this token to really move the buck for me as an investor. That's what I think of. So, people that hold it, great on you. I have a bunch of family members that are loving it right now. And honestly, I'm loving it for them, because guess what? Capital like that in the XRP narrative, the utility token people, that value they just captured, it's going to flow downhill into RWAs, into a lot of other different projects as well. And then you have things that have pretty insane partnerships already, along with Ripple. Here's Chainlink. And their conversation, they just put this out today. There are 11,000 banks that can participate. Chainlink is partnered up with Swift to utilize the CCIP protocol for on Web3 finalization of transactions. Now, here's a look at this is where it gets stupid, okay? This is where things get stupid, because Chainlink is the only one with the partnership with Swift, right? So we got to think about that. And that's largely why I shifted my portfolio that way. But we have to think about this. Think about this for a second. Here is what the value of Chainlink will be given different parameters. So if Chainlink and CCIP are able to utilize their partnership with Swift, and this is what they're supposed to do, is do the transactions. If they can do 1% of the Swift transactions, that brings the link price per token to $365. Now, if they're able to capture 3% of Swift transactions, which on their target is 5, but if they are able to capture 3 of them, that's $1,000 per unit. And then you get to the optimistic scenario here. If they get all the way on up to 5, which is what they originally set out to do, that is nearly $2,000 per token. So when I saw that partnership with Swift, you're damn right, I built a gigantic bag. My average entry on Chainlink is about $4. Might actually be in the threes, but it's right around $4. My original buys are in the last bull market. So I really am excited about this long-term bag build. And I think that the larger macroeconomic scenario being, more open to crypto regulations, being able to work with banks and test these types of systems, this really sets an amazing precedent up for utility tokens, but then also real world assets, which at large, when the dust settles, they're going to be looked at as one of the same. The real world assets and ISO tokens are going to be looked at as one of the same after this bull market. You can mark my words. But we needed the regulatory clarity. We needed the ETFs to be accepted. And now we have insane things. Even Cardano and Charles Hoskins in his relationships and all the hard work that he's done with Washington. Don't doubt the Hosk. Okay, don't doubt the Hosk. Oh, here's a Nicole Ministrator message. Happy Thanksgiving, fam. Much love. Had an awesome day. Now on to Christmas. Let's remember to show some spread and show some love and kindness during this holiday season. Shout out to that. Absolutely. I'm completely a Christmas nerd. The moment I could, I put up my Christmas tree. Thank you very much for the gifted memberships as well. Mr. Bailey, looking fresh too. Look, we got the zoomed in thumbnail. He could sell me a house in like 5 minutes. Look at that haircut. Unbelievable. Look at that guy. So now let's check this out. Speaking of New York, things are going to get a little weird this political season. So New York State Senator Liz Krueger is suggesting that the state of New York can secede from the United States and join Canada following Trump's victory. Now, I just want your guys' honest opinion. Should New York just go join up with Canada and be Trudeau's little puppet? I personally, I think New York was a cool city. When I went there, it was like September of 2019, or no, wait, it was like February of 2020. It was right before COVID. I went to Manhattan, February 2020. That place was freaking cool. I am really sad seeing the state of affairs now and how they've continued to deteriorate. Is it reparable? Can we save New York, or should we just let Liz secede from the United States and join Justin Trudeau? Give me a 1 in the chat if we should just let him go. Give me a 2 in the chat if they're worth fighting for. Let me know, you guys. I'm a pretty stubborn guy, so I'd rather hold on to him. Now this from Dagnum PI, given a warning to MEXC users. It looks like, and this hasn't been completely cooperated, but I do trust Dagnum PI's work. And he's highlighting MEXC has started freezing U.S. user accounts, citing compliance concerns. If you're still holding funds on MEXC, withdraw them immediately before November 30th and avoid losing access permanently. This serves as another reminder to prioritize self-custody and decentralized solutions. A effing man. And shout out to Matthew King here, dropping the membership. Look at that. This guy, are you a hunter, Matt? He's got a hunter gaze in him. But thank you very much for the super chat or the gifted membership, my brother. Very much. But if you guys are on MEXC, please just be careful. It looks like some things might be going on over there. And this is, we have a fantastic option. We have a link in our description for an Arculus cold storage wallet. It's very easy to use, and it is actually kind of a fun way to orange pill your family this holiday season. So if you have any family that are on the outside looking into crypto, they don't really know what's going on, they're thinking about it, but they just haven't gotten that push off of the cliff, you can be that one to give them the shove and get them an Arculus cold storage wallet. We got a 20% off coupon right now if you use code BASE10. It's capital B BASE10 in the description of this video. Now we also are speaking of Constellation DAG, because you guys remember, I was partnered up with Constellation DAG, and it was kind of a blessing for me because I was already stacking these tokens at 2 cents. Let's see how DAG token is doing. We got a little bit of a pullback down to 7.8 cents right now, but honestly, this thing has been looking juicy. It's up 215% on the month. That's great. And this is a utility token realm as well. The same people that like all the algos and the XRPs. This is the size of market cap I like effing with when it's accumulation time. $200 million market cap on a solid product. That is what I'm looking for, because the upside potential of it is stupid. I mean, this is a great example. Let's use this as an example. Let's do this just to get everyone to understand where my mindset's at, because everyone thinks I am a player hater of the year, but I also like making just lots of money in crypto. Okay, so let's say but I feel like DAG's going to do 10 billion. I really, really do. If DAG can hit $10 billion market cap, not 100, not 300 billion like XRP, if DAG can hit a $10 billion market cap, and in my opinion, this will be it breaking into the top 100 during the frothiness of the bull market. That means that DAG token itself would go up to $2.94 a unit, or 37x from where it sits right now. That is the type of stuff I am looking for. So, Chris is bringing up a good one. We've been snooping around on this project. I'm going to be paying real good attention to you guys because your chats are right in front of my face. This is actually kind of a nice setup. Burrow, there it is. We were talking about this thing on Tuesday and Monday. This is the this is where we found it. I was feeling good about it. That's great. It hasn't really been around that long. Has not really been around. What's interesting? CoinGecko has a better layout of data on this thing. Let's go here. Yeah, Burrow is lending in DeFi on the Near protocol system. So me personally, I'm always looking for DeFi plays that are downhill from frothy ecosystems. Burrow falls within that category, being downhill from the near ecosystem. And really, 3 months, we haven't really missed much. This is just a consistent higher low type setup. This is health on a shelf, picture perfect. That looks absolutely beautiful to me. Let's look at the market cap comparison. So it's definitely grown in terms of this. The total supply is sitting at 1 million, max supply at 1 million, but it is a new product, so I don't hold it against kind of newer products as much. And then we go to DeFi Llama. Let's see how the TVL and the actual lending on the protocol is going, because that matters a lot. So let's go to Burrow. Let's check it out. So we got a nice increase in TVL, as you can see there. But now we'll go to market cap. God, that is insane. Look at this. The market cap is so small compared to the TVL and the burr price. That just makes me laugh. This is the kind of arbitrage that I really, really like seeing. I like seeing a large discrepancy between TVL and token price. And it's something that's actually holding me back from getting more ICP. Tell me if I'm crazy, but because I made a lot of money off ICP during 2024. And let's see if this will load. I am just having some concerns about the TVL and the price of the token currently. God, will this, God, Tina, stupid Tina, will work? We'll give it a time to think. We're going to come back to this. I got to give it time to think. Also, if you want to get in on the ground level of helping me and the Sentiment Company, I'm partnered up with these guys, and they created a landing page. For anyone that was around last bull market, you remember the Brave browser and how we got paid for our data. This is honestly a pretty badass opportunity. This is a way to get in and be a beta tester on a brand new blockchain that may or may not have things coming out at the perfect time of the bull market in 2025. But this is very similar to Brave browser, and we're basically going to be taking kind of polls, like Glock versus 1911, Butterball versus Honey Baked Ham. And that data is basically going to be what we can work towards end up actually monetizing within this ecosystem. It's a way, because I just got tired of companies taking our data and then they get paid for our data. Why don't we get paid for our data, right? Flip the script on them. Help me flip the script on them. I'll give this a star. Maybe I can pin it in the chat or something like that. But make sure, if you want to get it on the ground floor and be a beta tester, all you got to do is click this link, and then you fill out the form, and the team at Sentiment will get back to you with the first steps. I believe we're going to be connecting it to our MetaMask, but we're getting everyone involved before we roll this out, and we are literally on the ground floor for this, so I'm super excited. I keep seeing these posts about, this is the bubble, it's over, this time is different, right? This is the great Martise, just constant doom poster. The history of bubbles, and they always use the tulip comparison. Look at this. So they use the tulip mania of 1637, South Sea Company, gold in 1980, the gold bubble, the dot-com bubble, the housing bubble, the Bitcoin bubble. Man, imagine this bubble now. It's like, wow, it's all the way up there. Bitcoin 2021. Now, fast forward to 2025, boy, honey, that's going to look a lot different, right? Then we have the Tesla bubble. It's so funny seeing the aggravation with the new disruptive techs that are coming in. The dot-com, very disruptive. Housing, honestly, this is just consistent up and to the right. I know that housing will get a haircut, but really, enough with the poking of the stick at the housing market. It's going to be, and just imagine what will happen to the housing market when millions of people that are undocumented are deported, and all that dirt cheap labor that people have been exploiting the production of them with is gone, right? You have to think long term about these things. But the doom posters cannot stop watching Bitcoin go parabolic. They don't understand the graph that I showed you at the beginning of the show. They don't have it in their mindset. So It's just a different mindset. People that are looking at crypto, Web3, from the people that on the outside looking in. Because when we do have a pullback, because I am of the opinion, at a point we will have a pullback. We will have a good pullback. Now, my big question is, do we pull back all the way? This is the big question on my mind, you guys, and you can help me in the chat with what you think. But last market was super easy for me to buy the bottom because the 4-year cycle, it moves in essentially the price falling down to the previous all-time high. And once I saw it hit this little green line right there, I backed up the truck. And sure, it went down by 2,000, maybe $1,500 below this level. But that pretty much marked an easy bottom for me. Now we are in the situation where we are seeing nation state FOMO. And if we see nation state FOMO, it is honestly potential that we could see Bitcoin outperform this. But I'm keeping it within reason and thinking that we're going to perform within the top echelon of this. But the pullback is what I wonder about. Are we going to be able to get a big pullback all the way back down to this $70,000 range after, because it would look something like this. Let's see, stay in drawing mode. Let's see, where is this? Let's do it. What is this? Yeah, delete this. So essentially we would move from here. We jackknife down a little bit. We prove this as support. We go nuts. And in the past bull market, we went all the way back down. We jackknife like crazy. A lot of turbulence through this 1.618 to 2.68. And then we have a little bit of chop here, chop, and then run up. And what I'm hoping for, man, well, this is just like, it's like a fishing line. But what I'm hoping for is that we have the opportunity to see Bitcoin come all the way back down to this range. And I'm starting to wonder if we are, honestly, because these nation states don't play the little 4-year cycle investment game. They just don't do it. So that is something to keep in mind when thinking about this stuff. Like, I am very hopeful that we do have a pullback like that. I really, really do. But maybe it's just a diminished pullback where it really can only get us back down to, say, the like $100,000 level. It's something that's on my mind. It's something that is on my mind for sure. So, oh yeah, and here's the ICP. Let's check in on ICP. Let's see if there's an opportunity to get back in. I do see a little tick up in TVL, so that's great. Let's see price. Moving right in line with it. That's not the worst thing in the world, but there's no real arbitrage available there. Maybe, I don't know. See, when I bought this thing, look at the arbitrage. I mean, it was just this thing literally makes no sense. The TVL way below the price all the way up here, even though it's like $3, and then pumps up to $17-18. Now we're sitting here flatlining. At least it's moving in cohesion with itself. ICP is a tough call. I can't decide if I want to get back into it or not. But this is a cool shout out to Dan Moorhead. This was written 2013, July of 2013. Forecast Bitcoin washout happened very quickly. Bitcoins are now trading at $65 per Bitcoin, exactly half the price they were trading at our first meeting on May 28th. I think we should buy aggressively now. Brief thoughts: the market cap of all Bitcoins ever created, and probably 10 to 25% have been lost or destroyed forever, is now $740 million. On May 28th, $20 million would buy 156,000 Bitcoin. Oh my God. Now it'll buy 308,000. The price is going way up. It's going to squeeze up like a watermelon seed. I'm going to buy 30,000 Bitcoin this weekend with my personal money. The fund can have this purchase or not, as others wish. I just want to get involved. Dan Moorhead, CEO of Pantera. This was 2013, people. Holy God. That is so crazy to think about. Let's see here. We see Bitcoin's crashing. Not really. No, see, I'll add to the position on the long if we can get here. Let's see what the liquidation levels are. Now, let's see. They run away. You run away scattered. Silly. Let's see what the 24-hour looks like, though. There's still some on the 24-hour. There might be a chance. Might be a chance. This looks thick. Look at that, 99,273. Got a nice stack of cash to grab here. Honestly, you can see it here. It'll liquidate basically $76 million of shorts should the price rise to 92,273. Oh, dude, shout out to this guy is just wholesome as they come. Wholesome as they come, bud. Alex O Crypto giving me those Canuck bucks, those Canadian bucks. Happy Turkey Day, my bro. Mad live to you and the family. Mad love to you as well, my brother. Hey, maybe you're going to be absorbing. Listen, let me know what you're going to do with New York if you guys get New York. Okay, let me know, Alex O. There might be some pizza you can grab up there. Let me know how it goes. Hopefully we don't see a bunch of states secede over Trump. That'd be pretty bad. But something that's adding to this nation state FOMO, it's not just nation state FOMO. It is also corporate FOMO that we're seeing here. Microsoft is on the edge of being orange pilled. This is from Michael Saylor. And other conversations are putting it at, the potential for Microsoft coming in and purchasing $280 million worth of Bitcoin to get the ball rolling, just to get their feet wet in the water. They are a gargantuan company talking about asset reserves in Bitcoin. And this is all on the heels of literal governments doing so. We have Vancouver mayor proposing a motion for the city to adopt Bitcoin as a reserve asset itself as well. Just all over the place. Like, this is the kind of bull market that I dreamt of. I was talking about it with a friend today because he's completely on the outside of crypto. I was like, the news articles that I'm able to cover on a daily basis right now are stuff that I literally dreamed about last cycle having. And we are looking at it. We're looking right down the barrel of nation state Bitcoin adoption, of massive corporate adoption of Bitcoin. And the average person is still asleep. This is a miracle market that I thought about and I hoped for so long. And right here it is. It's so incredible. God, this price does not want to pull back to that damn liquidity grab. Son of a bitch. I'd like to build the position bigger, but seeing it get there, we'll see how it goes. And now we go here. Moonwell. Moonwell is it's a DeFi play for base, and it's kind of you have Aerodrome, Moonwell, and then a very, very sneaky project that I'll look at the end of the show. If you hang with me and you put up with my bullshit for long enough, I'm going to show you the next one down the list from Moonwell. But let's check out Moonwell's TVL to price comparison to show you my thought process, and that, and also just check on it for myself here, because I just been building a bag of this thing at about in between 5 to 7 cents. I didn't want to buy the huge pump. It pumped to like 11 cents or something like that, very, very fast. Looking for that original pump to moment, honestly, pretty much acted perfect as support. That looks juicy to me. So I'm really, really liking what I'm doing there. And what I'm doing is I'm building small baskets of DeFi token holds that I might go and utilize them on the DeFi platform itself. But also, I'm buying these things downhill from the most aggressive ecosystems that I see. This is me and TJ. We've talked about this a lot, and I believe it actually is a big part of his strategy as well. We locate the frothy ecosystems and we buy the DeFi protocols downhill from them that are very, very small market caps. So Moonwell is that build that I recently did. Chart honestly looking great. And this is going to be very similar. I'm building a basket of Solana DeFi plays that are downhill from Solana, downhill from Coinbase wrapped Bitcoin products. I do have the opinion, this may sound stupid, but institutions, major investors, they're going to trust Coinbase more than anything. And there is no denying that. Coinbase holds an ungodly amount of Bitcoin for BlackRock and other ETFs at this point. And they are the king Kugla, it looks like, for this cycle. The user interface is absolutely dominating. A lot of people want to think of some way that another exchange is going to outdo what Coinbase is doing. And I just greatly doubt that. I really, really greatly doubt that. Coinbase seems to be the king of this. They're rolling out the wrap Bitcoin, and they're giving Solana plays like Radium, Jupiter, Drift access to this wrap Bitcoin, but also base ecosystem. And who do you think they're going to prefer to do some staking and some value staking for these large players? What do you think Brian Armstrong is going to tell those politicians, those people that he's been rubbing shoulders with for this entire time, right? It's probably going to be base. So now we look at Moonwell. We have this. Its total market cap, not market cap, total market size. It's nearly $1 billion. Total supplied value at 645 mil, and the total borrowed value is sitting at 305 million. Very nice growth on this token, and the price honestly is still battered down. It makes no sense to people on the outside looking in why I'm buying it, but there you go. Now we have this, another bullish thing happening in life. We might actually see peace, folks. Zelensky announces that his readiness to end the war is real. I'm ready to end the war in exchange for joining NATO, even if Putin does not return the occupied territories immediately. Now, here's what's going to happen. He's probably not going to get those territories back. And he's probably not going to be able to join NATO. But you know what? I think they have, once the funding, the American funding to NATO is rug pulled, there's not going to be much choice in the matter. So we just need Donald Trump to stay alive and to get to the negotiating table to make sure that this does happen. Shout out to Matthew King for the super chat. Just opened 2-bit. Today is the day to buy Arena. I'll check out that chart and see if we got a little opportunity on the Arena chart. Thank you for the super chat. And thank you, M. Vino, for gifting the membership. Very much appreciate you guys. You guys are the pillars of support for this and helping me provide for my family and be a psychopath about tracking crypto projects and trying to make a stupid amount of money in this realm. So we got to check out Arena real quick. Let's see. Where would that... Let's just go. Coin market cap. Coin market cap. What's up? Oh, I love you too, Bronson. Oh, my buddy. My boy. God, I love that kid. All right. So, Arena. The Arena. All right. Nice pullback. We got a 15% haircut. Great. I'm so crazy. I see you hear me talking about haircuts in a very excited way, especially in the way that the bull market is really blowing up. Like any major haircut, I'm like, all right, cool. This actually looks like an original pump to moment, roughly right here at about 12 cents, give or take, honestly. Yeah. So that's great. Pretty damn interested in taking advantage of this. Now, there's tons of tokens still to come out for Arena. I acknowledge that. This is a very brand new, it's like a SocialFi ecosystem on Avalanche. I was on there when they originally rolled it out. And yeah, I mean, the psycho mindset of me is to buy things that are downhill from good projects. AVAX is damn well a good project. Arena might be a sneaky pick and a very small market cap. So just about a $10 million market cap. Good looking out on that. Mr. Matthew King, appreciate that. Thank you very much, dude. I'm just going to leave that one up so I can get back to it. Now this, zero hedge, maybe a little testing of a cyber pandemic. Klaus Schwab had to step back. Everyone knew he was too obvious of a supervillain, but Denmark was hit by a whole country mobile outage and trains halted. Everything looks back online right now, but maybe, just maybe, that was a test case to see how easy it is to do and rug pull everyone of their communications and transportation all at the same time. Just things to keep in mind. This is why I am heavy into prepping as well as crypto, just in case, just in case they want to F around. Then they can find out. Let's see here. Crypto in my veins, bro. Read my last chat. Where is your last chat? Crypto in my veins. I'm looking. There's a lot of chats here, bro. Oh, okay, bro. I need help getting my X account back. Same name. Someone help a brother out. I'm so frustrated with X. Customer service is trash. Maybe we can like tag X support and be like, bring this account back. Give us put your handle into the comments and I'll copy and save them and see if I can tag X support for you, brother. And shout out to you, Crypto in my veins. Shout out to you, bro. Good to see you, man. Now, here we go. This is gonna get, I got a dark dark theory about what's going on here. So Mexico's president, Claudia Sheinbaum, the antithesis of everything I feel like I stand for, says she will not assist in closing the border. We reiterate that Mexico's position is not to close borders, but to build bridges. God, what a stupid saying. What a stupid saying. Build bridges between the governments and between peoples. How about you shut the damn border and stop letting an ungodly amount of drugs and felons into our effing country that are murdering and killing our people? How about that, Claudia? Now, I have seen some speculation that some higher level, higher tier operators, past operators, have taken it upon themselves to begin the movements against the lords from down under in Mexico. Now, these are unconfirmed, of course, and they probably won't be confirmed until we hear more about the rumblings between JD Vance and Trump about, instead of preparing our special forces for Ukraine, they might be preparing them to go to Mexico. So there is that, because what is the main thing? We want a secure country. We voted for a secure country, and by God, we're going to have a secure country. And I will not be surprised to see JD Vance and Trump, instead of directing our special forces across the ocean to Ukraine, they might just take a little bit of a turn down there and be like, go get those guys instead, right? That could very, very well be what we end up seeing over the next year here. Things can get crazy real quick. So, and this, such beautifulness. The Elon Musk is talking about the IRS is going to be audited by the Department of Government Efficiency. An organization named Doge is going to be auditing the Internal Revenue Service of the United States. It just couldn't be written any more beautifully. This is such a beautiful thing to see. It makes my heart swell with joy seeing Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk. What exactly is it that you do here? I can't wait for these talks here. I cannot wait. What is this? Oh my god. Wook. What are you talking about? Having an open border is clearly playing into why there's a massive amount of drugs coming across, and captured internal 3-letter agencies, of course. So, just shove the thing further up there and figure your own life out for yourself there, buddy. Now, this European Federation journalist representing 320,000 members quit X, citing disinformation concerns and collusion by Elon Musk and Donald Trump. So we have a bunch of EU journalists throwing a fit because Trump and Elon could basically put together a landslide election here in the United States. This crypto manimal captured the essence perfectly. Bye, 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 bye. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. The mainstream media is dying. They know it. They see it. They feel it. And they come out with, these consistent talking points. Dangerous and unchecked postings on X are going all over the place, and they must be watched. They must be stopped. Absolutely retarded. Now, really, it's healthy because decentralized communication is necessary for real information to make it out. But we really need to see some larger power structures be dismantled. I did see a little bit of reports where I do think that this is confirmed. A Rothschild was found dead in a bizarre house fire. William Rothschild of the Rothschild family is behind controlling world affairs, died overnight in a strange house fire in the Hollywood Hills. Lots of speculation on that. Boy, howdy, that's a weird one. Maybe it was just an accident, but maybe not. Very, very interesting stuff. Now, something that's going to be happening over the next few years that is another kind of sector that we can pivot into and make money from is AI agents. Now, AI agents, they're on the front end of development, but really the implications of these things can happen very, very quick, and we can leverage them for our benefit. This is a post from Greg Eisenberg. He is betting his career on one thing right now. It would be AI agents, literally $1 trillion market up for grabs. I'll give you a playbook on how I'll do it without raising VC capital and making cash flow along the way. We're headed to a world where AI agents replace entire workflows. Read a post about a company that has 100% AI agents, no employees, fully autonomous, no humans. Sounds like sci-fi. So there's a gold rush to build these agents in mind. Tons of founders raising venture capital, hiring PhD teams, and burning cash trying to build fully autonomous systems from day one. I think that there is another way to build the leading AI agent companies, and it doesn't even require a VC. The boring business that can print cash. So here's what he'd do instead. AI is good enough to assist, but not good enough to replace today. So pick one specific workflow like sales outreach. You build an AI agent that helps humans do it better. Charge the monthly cost for the clients to utilize that AI service, and then the revenue to study every pattern, decision, and edge case. You build it in public, get free distribution, and then your boring service business becomes a training ground for a full autonomy. That's exactly what they've been doing with their boring marketer, AI assisted SEO program, and I'm boring ads. Very interesting name. AI assisted ads. Wouldn't be surprised if we crossed 8 figures just in this year. The playbook for you, the very, very interesting play. And really, when I think about it, I'm getting a pair of Meta glasses for like making shorts and playing music, but also as a body cam. Meta glasses. All I have to do if someone wants to act up around me, like start recording, and then there's a knife in their hand. Pew pew pew. I have a video of you doing things you shouldn't do, and I win in court. Right. So I have a pair of Meta glasses coming as my kind of personal body cam, but where this thing is probably going is I'm going to be able to be driving to work, talk out loud to my glasses or my device about what kind of thumbnail I have in mind, what kind of projects that I'm going to be covering, and really have a pretty autonomous layout for the design of the show and really capture those moments of extreme insight, when I have those epiphanies, when I'm driving and just having that time to think of myself. I really think that it's going to be a very powerful tool for me moving forward. And I already love using it for thumbnails, for things like that. It's made my life very much streamlined, but it's only going to get better. And we have to leverage these tools within AI to be part of the next generation of wealth creation. Obviously, crypto, it's going to print. But yeah, I mean, I think that we're in the realm of absolute incredible things. Did you see the Black Mirror episode with the recording everything you see? Now, I didn't see it, but honestly, do I have anything to hide? Right? Like that's something I get a lot. People are like, Drew, aren't you worried about saying the things you do about militias and the Constitution and all that stuff? It's like, what am I going to be scared for? Like, why is everyone self-censoring? Why hide? Why hide? Right? Don't run. You'll die tired. Right? That's literally my result. If everyone's just as stubborn as that and brings back gun culture and is outward about it, don't be shy. Don't be shy about it. Don't be shy to them. Don't be shy about it. It's okay to be a constitutionalist, hardcore Minuteman. It's okay. It really, really is. I've seen parts of Black Mirror. I'm not really worried about that, honestly. But I appreciate you looking out for me, buddy. I appreciate you looking out for me. Now, Coty, Diesel, talking about Coty, I believe that was an ADA. Let's go to Tap Tools. ADA is popping. The ecosystem and ADA is popping. We got to check out what's going on Tap Tools. MinSwap was the last one I really liked. Snake. This is a ridiculous story. Check this out. So y'all know Jeremy. You know and love Jeremy, right? He's been on the show a couple times. Jeremy bought some Snake right here. He staked it and then forgot about it. So Jeremy, hold on. We gotta do this. He bought it like right here. This thing is up 2,000% from when he bought it, and he's been staking it, earning extra tokens. And he's like, and I was like, he was sitting next to me at work, and I'm like, I was like, why don't you ever come on the show? He's like, I don't know. I mean, I don't have much crypto. I was like, what crypto do you have? He's like, I got some Snake. I'm staking Snake. I've been staking Snake for a while. I mean, I feel like, since 2023. I was like, what? Really? So I pulled up this chart. I was like, you realize that you have a 2,000% gain from your buy and more tokens? The absolute psychopath. Jeremy cracks me up, and he's very liberal, but that dude makes me laugh really, really hard. So shout out to you, Jeremy. Good job, buddy. Now let's look here. We got some new memes actually. I know DZ was talking about this one. This one seems to be like kind of one of the stronger, newer ADA meme coins. Let's see what this looks like on the 4-hour. That's actually, so it's kind of I mean, you could say it's a head and shoulders, but patterns are kind of bullshit when it comes to projects that like this is a meme coin on Cardano. This is an interesting pattern to me. This is an interesting pattern. There's not many meme coins to choose from in Cardano. So that is quite intriguing what Sugar is looking like right now. Let's keep going here. I want to check out Cody. Let's see here. Let's see here. What is going on with this? You're gonna have to drop me that you're gonna have to drop me that contract address. I can't remember. Let's go to I know we've looked at Cody before. Interested in this. Okay, this looks better. On the year, it's right at 264 mil. Let's see here. It's been around since 2019. My God. And you did get higher pumps. So this is the March 2021, and the secondary one, October, higher highs. That's a very good look. And then you had a very violent reaction to just a general altcoin mini season here in the NVIDIA conference in around March. This one actually preceded the altcoin conference. These are interesting data points because on average, the average altcoin just reacted to the NVIDIA conference. This one actually preceded it just by a hair, 226. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. Let's see here. I'm already following them. Let me turn on the notifications. How active is everyone? I do believe DZ's been really liking this one for a long time. 167, 395, 225, 225. Is this the same post? 520. So you're getting some interactions. 245,000 followers. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate the graph. I really don't hate the graph. This is a type of situation where, as long as these companies like keep the lights on and are reasonable and don't like rug pull, it's going to go fine. This graph, pretty clear accumulation zone that was down to 7 cents. Now it's at 15 cents. I didn't miss out much. It only doubled from that accumulation zone. And the all-time high is 63 cents. Might be worth further investigation. See the market cap, not too sick from inflationary pressures either. So good looking out. Let's see here. Matthew King, grass. I know that people were like farming it or something like that, but I didn't touch it. I really, really did not have time for that thing. So, but what a day. I appreciate it. Battle and Billy. Thank you. I appreciate, I know you guys worry but just stop worrying about the powers that be. Be so over worry that the system and the machine at large is afraid to try and come get you. Be enough out in the United States, enough Second Amendment, enough First Amendment where they realize we fucked around, we found out we don't want 80, 100 million people like Drew to deal with and run out of resources trying to deal with it. Please, for the love of God, just don't self-censor. Don't let them get you to stop talking about every single piece of your rights within the Second Amendment and the Constitution and the right of a well-regulated militia. For the love of God, never let that go. Because you guys, the moment that we start self-censoring and trying to keep our heads low, they've already won. They've already won. So I'm sorry to go on a rant about that, but I just really, really feel strongly about that. I love and appreciate every single one of you for joining me on today's show. It's quite a beautiful thing seeing the markets doing what it's doing. This is freaking hilarious. It's like asleep right at my entry point. Oh my God. Just like doesn't want to move. So we'll see about this. Maybe I'll wake up to some good stuff here. Maybe let's check in on the overall flow. Oh God. Delete. Control Z, maybe? What is this? Control X? I don't even know how to do this. What is this? I got to restart this. Tag gives sentiment there. All right, so let's see here. Let's go to a smaller time frame. Let's see what the flow is looking like on the money flow. What in the world are you? All right. I mean, that's pretty deep down. I mean, it's still showing nice and in the green, a little uptick on the 30-man. Let's go to a larger time frame on the 4-hour. Nice and in the green. Not bad. Not bad. Let's see. Keep going. Doing larger time frames. God damn, we got a green dot on the daily too. Shit. We might be gearing up for this 100K move this weekend, y'all. We needed that green dot right there. We needed that little guy. That little guy right there. We needed that little guy. This could be the juice we needed to get that 100K pump this weekend. I'll be watching closely for this. And, this trade, God, it's going to be hard to like sleep on this one. I might have to like put my stop like right under this, something like that. But maybe I'll just add to, I hope it drops to the 96.2 before I go to sleep so I can just add to it and then put the stop on. But yeah, I mean, I'm kind of hoping that I can hold on to this guy and just add to it and get that pump up to the historical 100K moment here. This is where legends are made. We're leaning into the danger. We're having a great time here. Love and appreciate all of you. Edward Middleton, remind me about chat on ADA. We'll check it out on Monday. I love you guys. And I really hope that you have a fantastic weekend. I'll be seeing you on Monday morning. And with everything being said, I bid you